They are just trying to cover the shame that came as a result of the ban. Quite shameful on their own side, and they are just trying to pull out a certain face that is not really there. What is really there is beyond that. They have been banned as a result of their approach to things, and of course, more things like of this embarrassment is going to come their way, both local and internationally. Thank you.
Mr. Jinsu, I must tell you that the Nigerian National Security Advisor, Rubadu, is just trying to ridicule himself, because ordinarily, Nigerians were not privy to what actually transpired at the level of the embassy. Hence, the service chiefs went for visa and they denied them visa. I don't think it needed to be ventilated in the public opinion, because it's like an embarrassment to the security architecture or security hierarchy. For me, the outburst of the NSA, Robadio, is unnecessary, saying that Canada should go to her. In the first place, Canada is a sovereign nation of its own that does its own thing independent of what happens in Nigeria. So if for any reason they feel a Nigerian citizen, this time around, maybe some service chiefs, were not right, or in their own consideration, they decide not to give them permission or call a visa to come to their country, it's really their right. I think they should accept it like that, and it ends there. Just like we saw Trump recently coming up with orders, executive orders, ban this, deport this, and that. Even if you criticize the idea, but that is his country. You have right to decide how you want it to be run. So in the same vein, I see it as a way of Robario trying to attract ridicule to himself, to his person, by bringing it to the public for discussion. I think they are not justified, because in the first place, you'll be looking at what do an Nnamdi stands for. Nnamdi stands for self-determination. Self-determination is a UN charter that will ratify in Nigeria. To that extent, it's a law in Nigerian legal jurisprudence. Having said that, Nnamdi is equally a human being that have blood in his vein. So his outburst was as a result of his own fair share of injustice in the Nigerian system. Don't forget that the same Nnamdi at the point challenge all legal luminaries in Nigeria, including law students, that anybody that knows any provision of the law, whether locally or internationally, where it is stated that federal government have right to apply for stay of execution of the case involving him, he should come forward with such constitutional provision, and that he gives such person 1 million naira. And up to date, nobody have come forward for that. Don't forget that the same Nnamdi was discharged and acquitted by Court of Appeal in Nigeria on the ground that he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria, and as such, according to the court, that he should be released unconditionally. The federal government appealed the case, but stay of execution is what is not. Nnamdi himself is challenging any legal luminary or anybody for that matter to come forward with any provision that empowers federal government to seek stay of execution that now keep him in perpetual custody. Having said that, we have seen the UN working group talking about arbitrary detention of persons, asking federal government to release Nnamdi. For me, I strongly feel that the Arewa or whoever is making the advocacy is completely wrong. On the basis that these are the same people who have not been able to even address insecurity in their region. These are the same people who, out of their inaction, negligence to train their children, have seen Nigeria spending billions and millions of naira and dollar in insecurity. Go and check the record. A place like Sokoto, Kebbi, and some other places have the highest number of out-of-school children in Nigeria, with over 60% and 50% out-of-school children, as the case may be, in those states. So the point is, the argument of anyone from Arewa Aziz that Nnamdi should not be released is not justified, because Nnamdi stands for self-determination. Come to think of it, there's nothing sacrosanct about Nigeria in itself. Because by providence, God created the Igbos, the Hausa, the Yoruba, different people. Looking about some unifying factors naturally, talking about language, You see that the Igbos have their own different language. The Yoruba has their own distinct language. He said it's applicable to the Hausa. So it goes to show that by providence they are created different people. So though if you are to come together to under one platform like Nigeria, it should have been through unanimous agreement, not somebody somewhere coercing everybody into Nigeria through instrumentality of force or through the coercive power of the federal government. So for me, I think I'm against the position of Arewa to answer your question directly.
It is some said that what the tale of Nnamdi is to use it to to bid for 2027 election, as some said. Do you think it is?
It's speculative, but it looks true because one would think that when we approach 2027, that maybe the government want to use it to woo the Southeasterners, the Biafrans, maybe in favor of the government of the day. But however, I don't think that is going to work in the favor of the government because the average man who is genuinely looking for Biafra is not interested in Nigeria. That is true. So at any point in time, you reason Nnamdi, the average man who is genuinely looking for Biafra is still interested in Biafra, not Nigeria. I think that's my take on that.